Now, if he makes this 8-ball, that 2-ball's flying away from
It's
him.
going to be tough. He's got to hit it pretty thick.
What a
Oh,
shot.
what a nice shot.
What
Yeah, it's
a
going to be
shot.
tough. That's what you call a commentator curse to the positive.
Yeah. And he's got the ball. He's got a shot in this ball. That's a pretty good shot. I mean, he was forced to shoot it, and he shot it. Did he come up short on this? Boy, I thought he got that perfect.
I think he can stop the cue ball right there.
And
Two-rail it
two-rail
between
it
the
out.
3 and the 9 and stay there. It looks like a two-rail right between the 3 and the 9.
Well, he's shooting this like he can actually spin and make
Maybe
this ball.
he can.
No, two-rail out. This is too hard, isn't it? Does it come right
It's
back
going
at
to
him?
come back, yep.
He's looking at it.
Is he coming
He's right
back to
behind the
10?
10.
He got him. He got him.
He doesn't have a lick to the right side.
It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's got him tight.
He's kicking. All right.
He's kicking to the diamond and adjusting his English to go up from there.
Another good shot at our sponsors back there.
Mm-hmm.
Predator 1080 Pure Chalk, the Acme cases, the Cyclop balls, and of course we were at Griff's in Las Vegas.
Oh, nice hit. It's got a chance.
It
won't be any good.
It
Had a
wouldn't be any
chance,
good, right?
a chance of making Max shoot again from a bad position. In 10 ball, if you make a ball that you did not call, or the pocket you did not call, the opponent has the option to let you shoot again. And Ronnie's lined up pretty nice on this 3-ball, which means that the rest of the rack will probably line up pretty nice too. He stays in line pretty well.
Well, it looks like he just drew back a hair too far.
Not so much for what I just said.
Yeah. Now the 6-ball is a little bit in play, and the 7-ball is in play. Just goes straight across. Yeah, he's definitely in play. He's jacked up. He called. You see, he called as if he was calling for the bank.
Oh, did he? I didn't see
He
him
made some
motion
kind
to
of
it.
motion, so he certainly. I didn't look at. Yeah, it's very strange. I saw him do this swing thing up, but which would have been strange if he banked it.
Mm-hmm. He's got to be a little careful with that side pocket. You know, he's got to draw it to the rail, but
and out.
Will he stay short of the side? Yes, that's a safer way to play it.
That's a nice shot.
Mm-hmm. Instead of trying to get real straight in on it and risking the side.
The same type of shot here. Well, maybe not. Yeah. Do this draw to the side, and maybe it's a 2-railer. Unless he has, if he's straight enough, he just goes forward.
He'll play the 7 in the same pocket probably, I'm thinking. Oh, no, he went up.
It is 2-railer.
I thought he was going to draw it back and play the 7 in the same pocket. This is nice because he can just come to the rail. I don't know. Is he too straight and you just stop it there?
I guess he'd have to stop it if he was straight. He's aiming low, so it sounds like a stop shot to me. And he dogged it. How strange is that? Yeah.
He was rather concerned with the stop shot, I guess. You don't see that very often.
No.
Especially at this level.
Well, as Max looks this over, a couple of the other sponsors we have that don't have boards up there, the Rio Hotel Suites and Casinos, which are playing the BCA Pool League World Championships.
And the other sponsor that you can see from looking at this screen is at the bottom of the table where it says Diamond.
Diamond Products. Max with a little bit of a back cut, but this looks like about the same kind of cut shot as you'd have in a straight pool shot, so he shouldn't feel uncomfortable about this at all.
Look how nice. Look how nicely controlled that was.
Nicely done.
Nicely done. You know, you can appreciate shots like that when they look so nice when they come off hard and then they just
float in position, right?
Float back in position. Yeah, they just look so nice.
Closing it up. It's 3-2.
So you're saying there's a chance.
They're saying there's a chance, and Max is breaking. So they're back on serve.
Yeah, we've had some good pool play here, and we have some great players here. You've got, let's see, Jeffrey DeLuna, Mitch Ellerman, Ronnie Alcano, Alex Pagalayan, Shane Van Boning.
It's a lot of top talent there.
There's some top talent there. Dennis Orcullo.
Or Coolio in the
There you go.
Philippines.
Corey Duell. The Big O, Oscar Dominguez. And, of course, Max Eberle right here. We got two fine players that you're watching. Vilmos Foldes.
We got
Dennis Hatch.
a bunch of world champions, too.
Yeah.
You know, Toasty is here.
Got a
Of course,
future
Ronnie,
Hall of- that's
Ronnie is
right.
a
Future
WPA.
You know who I miss here is I don't see Rodney Morris, and I didn't see him
Oh,
in Phoenix, but I saw him up at California Billiards.
Well, I know that he was reducing his tour time.
Tour time. And the Warrior himself is here, Warren Kiamko, who you'll see after this match, against another Warrior, pool Warrior for a long time,
Ernesto. No.
Ernesto Dominguez. Donnie Mills.
Another dry break there.
And an up-and-coming player, he's already coming, he's already been here for a while, is Josh Roberts.
Josh Roberts.
Up-and-coming player, Chris Robinson, Moscone Cup candidate. Mitch Ellerman. I may have mentioned him already.
You did, but
I did, but I like
he's from-
mentioning Mitch Ellerman. He's from
your
Arizona. I
state,
mean, you know,
so if you're
I
gonna
played
mention-
league with him for 3 years, so we were on the same team. Let's see, who else? Rob Sias.
Rob Saez, originally from the Northeast, but at some point moved to Florida. I don't know where he lives now. We'll find out. So Ronnie played a safety, but obviously it didn't work out so great. Left Max dead straight in, but long draw shot. Let's see if Max can execute.
I left out a pretty top player, a young man by the name of Skyler Woodward.
Skylar Woodward, Billy Thorpe is here.
Yeah, Billy Thorpe. So
Good shot there by Max.
quite the field, quite the field. 45 of them signed up to play in the 2018 U.S. Open 10-ball championships. One will win the cash. It was 15,000. It was 10,000 added with 64 players, and first prize was 15. That, of course, will be adjusted because there was only 45 players, and we'll see where that falls, and we'll get those amounts for you later.
Interesting shot here for Max, going from the 3 ball to the 4 ball. 4 ball doesn't go on the side. Looks like he has to go 2 rails into an open position of the table and just take the shot. Don't
He's going to
overrun
be
it.
open position behind it. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so again, it's
It's behind.
coming off the end rail. It goes a
It's
little
behind.
faster than coming off the foot rails.
Quarter inch. He might
I think
be
he has
able.
this
You
ball.
think he has it?
I think
Yeah.
so.
It's sure.
It's awfully close. And
Let's watch his-
Max is not shaking his head or his hand. So
Let's watch his body English here. What do we have?
the only issue is that now that he's there, it's tougher to get on the 5 ball because you can't hammer this ball.
He can just come off the rail. You can't come back, so you can just come off the rail. He'll be okay on the 5, just like that. He's okay. Now this shot you have to shoot soft.
Right.
Unless you choose to really spin it with a right hand English.
And
It's
then
a
this is
possible
just-
shot. It lines up.
just
He's using
difficult.
just a little bit of right. If you notice, she's just a quarter tip off center.
The 7 ball is in play.
And
here.
he came up. See how nice that ball came up with just that quarter tip?
Yeah.
It didn't take much.
6 ball goes. Max had nudged it, so I don't know if it went before, but I believe it goes now into the side pocket.
Oh yeah, all day.
All day, right?
All day, and you put the cue ball close to where it is now, for shape on the 7, and now the 8, and he'll bring it home and tie it up at 3, unless there's some kind of earthquake or unforced error.
Do you
Do they
coming-
get earthquakes here in Vegas?
Sure, why not?
Do they? I didn't know they did. I felt one in San Francisco finally. I had always been hoping to feel an earthquake when I was up there, or in California. Never did, all my trips up there. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting down having dinner, and did you feel that earthquake? What? Yeah, I guess I did. Didn't even know it. Oh, he
Wow,
knew
that-
this. Oh, he's perfect. And we're going, and he just rolls
Well,
out so
the ball
perfect.
looked funny coming off that cushion. It just might be because we saw the big spot spinning.
And will the cue ball be back where it is now?
I think so. Somewhere there.
I'm a little surprised. I thought he might go 2 rails,
rails.
to go back where he is now. But that would mean he'd be traveling the cue ball towards the corner a little bit, and he didn't like that, so he
Didn't
went
like that come up
straight down
short.
and up. Yeah. Bingo.
Well, it is a tie ball game. And that was the biggest clap we've heard all day.
Well, we got some people, and we had a little we had like about 8 people coming at one time that I noticed, and they all sat down pretty close to the same place. So, are they Torsten fans? They're sitting right next to him. Or are they Max Eberle fans? Max has a fan base here.
A local player.
Max, local player. He must have a fan base here. He's not only on the stream table. He's got his fan right there, right with the hat. Right there, all 3 of those guys on the hat came in together, and they sat right there. As you can see them. Now, will they throw something at Ronnie while he's breaking? No,
Just
I guess
like
not.
the French the World Cup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. Abuse the players. That's a pretty loud smack.
We have loud smack.
Pretty loud smack, and
nothing in.
Nothing in the pockets. Not really a good shot on the one. He's got to figure out something. He's got a playable shot on the one in the corner pocket.
Which corner pocket?
Lower right.
Past the 4 ball?
Oh yeah, all day. I mean, you just if you just shoot at the pocket, you're okay.
You're okay. That's right.
If you shoot and the 4 ball's in your way, you're going to miss it anyway. So
that's
who
right.
cares?
That's right.
No, these all look easy from up here. Remember, we're about 40 feet from the table. We're all the way across from Griff's table, 2 tables. You can almost fit 3 tables between us. And then we're looking at the side view, at the same view. No, the opposite view that you're looking at. Opposite side.
He's decided to
safe.
play this in the open.
Oh, he left it out in the open, but I don't think he can shoot it to the corner.
No, I think you're correct. Well,
He's over a ball too.
He's over a ball.
This is an effective save. Those are effective shots. When you leave your opponent tree top like that, that's an effective shot because they can't do what they're hoping to do.
Yeah, they're limited anyway.
They're limited, exactly. But look what he did.
Look at this shot.
Well, he can kick this ball, or he can actually try to cut it, I think. If he can see that far. I can't see that far.
This is going to be a tough one to try to make. That was pretty good position there.
Mm-hmm. That was a very good shot, especially from where he was. He did what he could with what he had, and he did it well.
How many other matches are running right now?
Well, we got quite a few. Some of the other matches that are going on right now.
Right now.
On table 23, we have Robert Ferry and Torsten Holman. You've seen a little bit of them when the camera spans back and forth. You have Alex Pagulayan versus Max Adams, Barry French versus Oscar Dominguez, and Ian Costello and Jeffrey DeLuna battling it out on table number 25. That would be a good match. Ian's a very, very good undercover player. His Fargo isn't as high as one would think. Well, his Fargo is 701. DeLuna's is 8. I think it's 800.
He's got to be close to that.
796.
Yeah, once you're hitting the 700s, though, that's it's pro speedish.
700s. Well, the tournament at Freezers last week, they said that anything over 720 was considered pro speed, and they paid a higher entry fee. Those of us with the lower Fargo paid a lower entry fee of half price of 125. So that produced a 96-man field.
Well, Ronnie made a good shot there, and it looks like it's execution from here. But he's already dogged a ball. Let's see if it affects him.
Now, answer me a question, Freddie. I hear the word dogged used, and what's the difference between missing a ball and dogging a ball?
I think that dogging is specifically on balls that you're supposed to make. I mean, it's tough to put a number to it or any kind of metric to it, but
No, you can't.
a ball that's straight in that you're supposed to just make.
And you miss it
Yeah,
due
you
to
didn't-
carelessness,
or-
tension,
or
taking
any
it
of
for
that,
granted,
or
any of that.
babying it or
Okay.
anything like that.
Or concentrating on the position. So
The
'cause-
shot that he had missed that I'm talking about is
Yeah,
that
I
it was
remember
a
it in the side
straight in
pocket,
shot,
yeah.
stop shot. So
and he
you-
cut the corner of the side
Right,
pocket. Yeah.
right.
And the reason I say that, there's an old saying, dogging and dumping. Can't tell them apart.
Can't tell them apart.
So that's why I asked that. I just wanted to throw that in, a little tidbit in there that I've heard many times before.
Now, interesting pattern here. Do you play straight on the 8 to float down, or do you put an angle on it to cut across the table? Because
Both work.
both will work.
Both work. Since he has a little bit of an angle on the 7, he'll probably float down and go back and forth. Yeah, he's going to get too straight.
2 straight is okay.
Not if you're right there.
Ooh, that became over
Oh,
straight.
no, he's perfect. He'll come straight down.
Yeah, so no,
Oh,
yes,
wait,
he's
no.
got that just a little bit angle, just enough to screw up his.
His cue ball comes between the 9 and the 10. This is tricky. If he hits the left side of the 9, he could be hooked.
And
So he's going to
that's-
stun over, I think, which could mean
He's
he's
gotta
going to cheat this
bang it,
ball a
right?
little bit. Yeah.
That's exactly why I was asking, because
Yeah.
they're.
Look how nice he did
That's
that.
just nice.
That's just
the
a
touch
nice
of that
shot.
is so nice.
That's just a good shot. All around. That's just a great shot. And then back to taking the lead of 4-3. Are we still on break?
Ronnie broke that one, I believe. He won the lag.
Yep.
Yes, yeah.
Yep, we're still on break. So much for that Fargo rate saying that it's almost 40 points and you should be giving up 1 or 2 games, huh?
Well, it's 4-3.
What are you trying to say?
That's one game. If there was a race to 4, it'd be over. Carry it out, it'd be 8-6.
There you go.
We'll see what happens.
It's amazing how Fargo is changing a lot of your tournament life. It's a lot of handicap tournaments. It's getting a lot of players back onto, hey, if I just need to win 3 games or 4 games, I'm game. And they're signing up. And guess what? They're not dead money.
All right.
They're doing pretty good, some of them. A lot of them.
Well, I definitely like the data-driven method of
handicapping or
just
or
comparing,
rating,
right?
rating. A rating, yeah, that's because it's Fargo rate.
There's no gender. There's no left-handed versus right-handed. There's no Europe versus America. There's none of that. It's just data on winning and losing.
Well, I think left-handed versus right-handed. I think the left-handers have a big edge there. I mean,
I think so.
you find 15 players, you find 15 top players, and you're going to find 5 or 6 of them are left-handed. And the thing is, population-wise, the
Right.
percentage isn't there.
Exactly.
know.
Exactly.
But in pool, you do find that a lot. And so. But one of the things I was talking to Mike Page last night when we were in here looking things over, and they were talking about a new app for Fargo Rate on where a player can sign up for this app, and you can view with minimal information entered, you can view your complete history. Not only how many matches, where you played them, how you played them, and who you played them. You can ask information like, how many times have I played this guy? What were the scores? I mean, that would be great for us to have right here.
Sure,
But,
and then we'd know.
but you can't do it. It has to be individual. You can only request that information for yourself. Someone can't request your information, is the way he explained it to me. But that's going to be coming out, shortly, a month, less than a month, maybe 2 months. Steve, that was with Mike Page, already had it on his phone.
Yeah, Mike and Steve are partners.
Yep.
Fargo
Yep.
Rate. So Max played a safety, but Ronnie can actually see this one ball, but can't really do much with it other than play safe.
Oh, I'm not sure. That 3-ball plays big. He's got to go to the left side of the 1. He's got less than half a ball.
The left side of the 1 and the right side of the 3. So
Yeah.
S curving the wrong way.
Well, yeah, he
Cutting
can, he
away.
put a little, and he's going to put a little.
It could be
little
just
juice.
or a little jump shot.
Or
Jump.
that, yeah.
So much so that he thinks big jump shot. He grabbed the jump cue, or at least the break cue.
Yeah, it's just a harder tip. Just something to make sure he gets it up quick. He's only going over less than a quarter of the ball.
He's calling 1-8, 1 in the side pocket,
Off the
carom.
Excuse me.
And it's
And he made it.
in there.
And get this. Watch the shape on the deuce.
8 ball. He's perfect. Look
Yeah.
at this.
Yep.
Appreciative crowd.
That's one of the better. That's a highlight reel shot. And one of the few we've seen.
You don't see that kind of shot every other shot. The old jump, carom, clear out, get to the center of the table, and get good.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of balls in his way
And
in his
usually,
path to the 3, so.
and usually after that shot, we're supposed to say, Ronnie Alcano, folks. Good shot. Great shot. Up between the 8 and the 7. Oh, he went underneath the 10. Okay, stayed on the bottom part of it. I guess going between the 8 and the 7 would have traveled that cue ball towards the side pocket.
Yeah,
He had
I
no
think
part
so.
of it. He wanted no part of that.
You know, Ronnie has a odd nickname that people are trying to put on him. They're trying to call him the Volcano, probably because it looks like Alcano, the word, but it's not
Volcano.
pronounced the same.
Yeah. Oh, you put
Unless
a,
they say Volcano.
you can put a V in front of it, and it is Volcano with an A.
So
though. Yeah.
Ronnie Volcano Alcano.
I thought maybe it's because he erupted with great shots every once in a while. He's coming off.
that's a
He's going to
good
like
shot.
this too.
That's a
Bouncy,
nice shot.
bouncy. And this goes to the middle.
Yeah, he makes this one and looks like he's solved this wreck.
8 goes to either corner pocket, so yeah. It just. There you go. Oh, he did come out enough for
Came
that.
up short, but you'll figure out how to get on the
He's
7
cutting
ball.
the ball on the side.
2 rails with inside is normally how he would play it.
And
And
that's
he
just
did.
how he played it. Now, the 8 ball goes by the 10, I believe.
I think he'll
in the right-hand
shoot the
corner.
identical shot here.
I think you just slow roll this and just barely get past the 7. Shoot the 8 ball straight into the corner on the right. He could go around it. That, you know, one of the things I did
feels
notice
like-
about him is he doesn't like to roll the ball real soft. He'd rather do this and go around
Rather tell me,
than to just barely float the ball and make it. And we've seen several players do that today, and what's happened? They've missed the ball.
yeah. And he's come up a little short here. Again, going down those bottom rails has come up short like every single time. So now he's going to have to rear back and fire all the way around the world, or come back and forth and get a tough 9. Which one do you like?
Back and forth.
He's looked at it both now.
Because he's close to the rail. If he goes around the table, he's got to hit on the upside, on this side of the side pocket, the lower side of the side pocket, and go around, which means English and speed. And let's see how he does it. Yeah.
Back
See,
and forth.
and
he
that
missed it.
inside English missed the ball. Yeah, he was in a tough place there.
He
To
was.
play it the other way, it was he might not clear the corner pocket down on the bottom, and might not get back up on top. So he was in a tough place.
It's the subtlety of this table. You know, we've talked about it several times now. When he went 3 rails around, it came up short, even though it seemed like he put an awful lot of pace on it. Had it been up table, he probably would have come up long by a lot.
Well, you know, the speed of his position shot, of his position was good. It was the accuracy of the
that
8
one-
ball
that
that
was-
let him down.
This one was going back and forth. No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the shot before in
Okay.
the 7 ball. The 7 ball to the 8 ball, he went 3 rails around and came up short like it has typically been coming up short on this end of the table.
Gotcha. And you're right.
That was a tough miss by Max.
I
left.
don't want to say it was a careless miss.
No,
But-
it was, yeah.
but it was,
it
you
was a
know,
tough miss. And he didn't
it's a
dog
tough
it. It was,
miss.
he
No.
had to
Oh, so he missed that one.
He
Okay,
missed
we're
that
not
one. It was definitely the percentages started to drop down on
okay,
that
take
one.
the collar off. Don't take him out for a walk. Let him
There
stay
you
home
go.
for the night, guys.
Oh, Ronnie is smashing. He's going for the spike here. Oh, wow.
Is he going to get by the 10?
Doesn't
He
matter.
did.
The 8-ball's still up on the table.
Oh, I didn't see the 8-ball.
Max will play the same position, 3-railer, I believe. Why not? I guess you could play inside or thin this and go up and down the table, but all depends on how he sees this ball.
I like hitting this with center right-hand English and kind of sunning over.
Yeah.
And the cue ball hits the side rail on the bottom of your screen between the middle and the third diamond from the right, which means that your corner pocket could come into play on the bottom, but you should be at least a diamond short of that.
Yeah, the more outside you put on it, the shorter it comes up the table.
Mm-hmm.
I do this drill with students, 1, 2, 3 type of
Yeah, see,
position play.
he actually hit the diamond, which is even better because now the corner pocket does
Completely
not
out of play.
Yeah, completely out of play. But he didn't end up pretty straight in. He's got enough angle to cheat this a little bit.
Yeah, draw this.
He's drawing this back.
He must be straight, much more straight. Oh, he did have an angle. Both ways were there. Could have followed that. He could have followed it to that same exact position.
Well, that's why I questioned the draw.
Yeah. No, it was good questioning that he drew. Felt like it must have been straighter, but it wasn't.
Well, that angle is subtle. I mean, we see it one way. He probably sees it a little bit different than we do down there.
Right. Well, he's tied it up.
We're tied it up. We're still tied. We're on break, too. Tied at 4. Race to 9.
Max gives a little bit of a fist up there.
Getting motivated himself, inspiring himself.
Sure.
Pump
himself up.
Or his crowd. He wants the crowd to start cheering for him.
his people.
You guys don't go away after this match because at 9 o'clock we got a humdinger. We got Warren Kiamco versus Ernesto Dominguez. What's Ernesto's? Well, Ernesto's nickname is Pops. That's what Oscar calls him. But other than that, he's been on the like I said, first time I met him, he was an established very good player out of Southern Cal. Yeah. If not almost pro speed, he was pro speed.
Oh yeah. He's
1993. It's the first time I saw him.
Definitely pro speed.
So that's what 25 years ago. Wow! Just listen to that break. That ball come back on the table. It sounds heavy.
Yes. Yeah. It's almost like that's exactly what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm. He smacks those balls pretty good. 4, 8 balls. He made 2 balls. No, 1 ball in the break, and 1 ball is so deep you can't see it. The 2 ball there on the bottom left. And Ronnie took off to the restroom. Max is going to take off to another side.
And we're going to take a break.
And we're going to take a little tiny break there, Tim.
Well, that was a quick break.
I was drinking an adult beverage, which is called water.
Water. That is an adult beverage. It's a senior beverage at this point.
Oh, thank you, Freddie. Thank you for reminding me that I am now senior of age.
Well, I have my AARP card myself, so.
Oh, that you can get at 55, right?
Whatever. All right. Well, Ronnie can see a ball here, but is he going to cut this ball to the 2 ball, or is he just going to?
Looks like a bank to the side.
Mean, he's aiming at it like he's ready to fire.
It's a bank to the side at warp speed.
And he's got a shot. Looks like, maybe possibly. He's not too sad here.
Well, if he doesn't have a shot, he can manufacture one with a little bit of English. Or maybe a lot of bit of English?
A lot of bit of English. If he can actually.
Oh, that's a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a little tiny bit. Nice. Oh, right behind the
go.
six. Hello.
It's gotta go. Oh boy.
Hello.
Yep, short off. Just things just go slow off that bottom rail. But you know what? It was a tough shot, no matter what.
He's jumping this full cue. Did that just break you? No.
Boy, it doesn't look like it takes much to hit this ball from this angle. But from the other angle, couldn't see it at all.
He's pretty close to it, so he's got to get it up high pretty quick. He's kicking it. No, he's not. Make up your mind, Ron. You're going to get me all mixed up.
Well, we got to just check it out until he's ready.
You know who we're missing here? We're missing some really good players. I mean, where's Justin Bergman? Where's Rodney Morris? Well, Rodney's kind of retiring.
Sure.
But he's one of my favorite. You know what I like about Rodney? He's like Mitch Elderman. And they're left-handed.
That's it. Well,
if I had to pick a left-handed combo crew, I'm picking those two guys, and I'll be the third.
Yeah. Well, we've got Dennis Hatch.
Is Dennis Hatch left-handed?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Jason Shaw. Is he left-handed?
He is left-handed.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, lefty. So I'm the weakest player out of the bunch. Thanks. It's okay. That's why I'm commentating, guys.
Well, we take a look at what's left here on the table, as you were talking about
He's
earlier,
holding
Joe.
this up. He's holding it up. Nice done. Nicely done. Just a nice little hold up. He'll run down and back again for the 6. I'm just wondering which way he'll go, on the left of the 7 or right on the same side he's on now.
Well, there's an awful lot of traffic on the left side of the 7, so.
But he's got to come by it regardless. Even if he comes to the right of the, well, if he doesn't, even if he comes to the right, he's got to come by it.
Just get it to the 7, and it'll be, once he gets past it, he'll be in play. And let's stay on this side because there's nothing over here.
Look at this. His speed's pretty good. Just a little bit overshot, but not by much. This is good speed. Now he can.
Oh, it's great speed. I thought he was way past it when he first hit it.
Good. He's in good place. Now his. Wow, this is a little.
When they switch angles like this.
Yeah, it changes the angle that we see it, so it changes what you might be able to do or what you think you might want to do. He could possibly try to hold this by the 9 and shoot the 7 in the side. Because if he goes by the 8, the 9 ball comes into play. If he bumps it, he's dead, and he's got to get way above the 8. So he's going way above it, I think, or he's going to run into the 9, one or the other.
Here we go.
Way above, and coming straight down.
Pretty good.
Perfect. Well done. The only thing he could have done better was maybe come another 1.5 feet closer to the 7. But. You know, he's got line shape.
From that position.
Yeah, that's line shape, and that's exactly what it gives you. Guarantees you position on the correct line you want to be on. Your distance might be a little longer or a little shorter, but you're on the right line.
Oh, boy, that's really unfortunate.
That's a biggie. That's a big ouch.
Yeah, after solving it, because you
Yeah,
know that one.
yeah, he got there.
He knew the 8 ball was just going to go over there.
Yeah, he knows where it's going.
Well, it looked like Ronnie was playing for the side pocket, but never got there, so feels like you go ahead and shoot this ball up table and went for now. Yeah.
I wonder if that cue ball hits the first diamond on the right side of the upper side pocket. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I always like doing that, but sometimes you get a little careless and you float it right in the side pocket, and you get this sickening feeling in your stomach. You just want to cry.
And back on top, 5-4, Ronnie Alcano. Very unforced error on Max after he really solved it. But sometimes, you know, when you shoot that ball, the 6 ball in Max's case with that other 8 ball right next to it, the 8 ball, I said this earlier in one of the other matches, it sort of gives a little bit of an illusion, and optically that ball next to it gets confusing, you know.
Yeah, he did overcut the ball by just a fraction. I mean, just a fraction. Just caught the point and hung up. I think an eighth of an inch. He doesn't hang it up.
Oh yeah, probably less than that.
Yeah. He wouldn't have been using the corner like I said in the match sometime back, and I got reamed for it by a viewer.
All right, here we go with Max's break. Max has been breaking pretty well, but he's come up dry.
Yeah.
Much harder break that time. And the ball
Oh,
drops.
there goes the 3 ball. Not
and
much on
position on the 1
He's
ball.
got shape on the 1. And he's not over the 4 either.
Kind of the side.
I think he can cue this with a level cue.
Well, he's got a good opportunity here to run this rack. If he gets on this 2 ball, the 4 ball is hanging by the side, so any shot in the 2 ball where he can just cut it in. Make it sound so easy, but because the table is very difficult, but this is his best opportunity for a break and run. He is queued up a little bit on that 4 ball. I don't know if he can actually hit the center. It's really close.
You know, I'm looking around the room. We've got close to 100
we're
people in here.
starting to get a little
They're just
busier.
viewers, not players, just viewers.
4 ball. 4 ball's in play, but he's going to bump it. Probably put it in a better spot. No. Yeah, well, it's closer to the 4 ball, closer to the side pocket, so he can get this 2 ball anywhere.
Sure. Easy. He's okay. You know, sometimes that ball looks like it's going to go right behind the 5, doesn't it?
Right.
You know, it seems like the bed of the cloth isn't all that fast.
Yeah.
For as many lights that are on over it and the air conditioners next to it. Yeah, to get back up the table to where he has to get, he went a little too far.
Just a hair far. He should be able to just draw this, I suppose, high of the pocket. It'll be close.
This is interesting how he's going to have to play this.
Yeah, I think he just draws his ball a diamond up higher than the side pocket.
Just real soft?
No, he did have more angle. From the other angle, it looked like that was going to happen. From this angle, it looks like he was straighter.
Really? I was going to interject and say, you know, this wouldn't be a bad ball to go with center right English and go between the 8 and 9 to the rail and go all the way around the table. But it's a tough shot. You know, it's a real tough shot. A lot of players don't like playing that.
Well, this cut shot here is he's walking into a landmine field. Oh, I thought he was going to get away with that.
He didn't.
He didn't.
He bounced the 8 and he didn't get good shape on the 7. I would cut it to the opposite corner if I was playing, but that's me. That's preferential. And the cue ball's natural position is natural except for the 10. Watch your speed. Because cutting it, well, if he cuts it to the upper right-hand corner pocket, position is natural also.
Yeah, he was pretty quick to do the back cut here, so he must see it a lot better than we can.
Sure. A lot of players like that back cut. A lot of players don't. I'm one of the ones that don't.
Yeah, the 2 railers.
He sure
the
does.
Pocket is
Look at this.
There. Perfect.
Look at this. Beautiful.
Don't
my.
do that.
I think he has room.
He must. He's looking.
Oh,
yes, yeah, he does.
He does?
He does because he did not one grimace. Eh?
And you said Max plays with a what cue?
A Miyuchi.
Miyuchi. Does that look like an ivory joint or some kind of a wood-to-wood joint, basically?
It might be wood to wood. It's definitely flat face, which is what Miyuchi does.
Do they still have the whippy shafts, or do they have a low deflection shaft now? They were known for whippy shafts in the old days.
That's
a term that they don't like to hear.
No, it's not that at all. They're not. Those aren't opposites. They have a shaft that works.
Okay. Okay. I remember they used to make one of the best Sneaky Pete's.
Oh yeah.
They had a great Sneaky Pete. You saw all the players. I mean, back in the 70s and 80s, you saw every player in life playing with a Mucci Sneaky Pete. That was the stick to have.
Five to five. Tight
Tied
race.
5. We're halfway there, a little more than halfway there, and we're still tied. We had another close match like this.
First match.
The very first match. Made for a very promising U.S. Open, and then the next match we kind of had two players that struggled and struggled. And then other players struggled a little bit too.
Yeah, we had a couple matches where
Yeah,
one
very
player
lopsided,
struggled,
yeah.
and the other player did not.
Correct. So it wasn't real pretty. The score wasn't real pretty.
Well,
But it
hard
happens.
break, and this one looks like one of those weird 10-ball racks.
Hard and desert-like. Although right now it's monsoon season in the desert, so it's not so dry.
Still hot.
It is. All the balls on the upper part of the table,
yeah.
except for all but two.
The 10-ball didn't move at all.
Right.
Not
Not one iota. Well, he's going to move this one ball around. He's going to back cut it to the right-hand corner pocket. Since he likes to back cut, we just saw
rail.
that. Yeah.
And get dead straight on the 2. Maybe.
Oh. I like it. I like your thought there. Although I think it might hit the 10. Which you still be, you'd probably be okay.
Okay.
If he goes through it a little bit. Let's see what kind of speed he plays it with.
I'd actually I'd be surprised if he shoots this ball. Just bank it up the table and cue ball down the end rail.
Think so. Let's see what he does.
Nameplate safety.
And you called it, and the cue ball is
Not great, but in that general vicinity, and now I can see this ball.
Mm-hmm.
He did a little bit of a swing to the right follow through.
Did he?
Yeah. Hit it a little thicker than I think he wanted to. I do think he wanted to go one rail to the end plate. Of course, there's no end plate anymore, but the end plate safety.
Well, they have it. It's at the head of the table now, isn't it? The little logo.
The little logo.
The little blue logo. There it is, right there on the right-hand side. They started out with a red one, and it wasn't an oval like that. And they went to this one. The newer tables are now blue, and they put the bigger oval on there. But one of the things I do like about diamond is just at the bottom of the table right there, the way that's engraved into the wood there, and painted white. It's just nice. I think the other tables have it on the sides too. On one side or the other, it says diamond, or in the middle. It's in the middle.
Well, diamond has gone through some evolution over its years.
They have.
The original diamond tables were called P-Bate, P-B-A-T-E. That was the name of the company or the table before diamond.
I tell you, he keeps coming with those back cuts.
Not that time.
Well, he tried it.
No shot on this one ball, or does it go in the corner pocket? Doesn't look like it really goes
it
from
looks
here.
like it might go right between those balls.
Ah, okay,
Looks like
it does
go right between those balls. It does go right between those balls, but it didn't go right between the pockets.
We have fallen into a little bit of a lull here.
This the lazy part of the match?
I think so. Max going to try to follow this ball, but he's got to stretch out to hit it. It's got to hit it thin, follow, not too far. getting the bridge.
Yeah, he's right-handed. He can't stretch over this.
Well, he tried. He looked.
He
and
tried.
It just didn't look good.
In fact, Max is the one I saw do a real nice stretch over ball off from the
Earlier.
side earlier.
But this one's just a little bit longer, and there's a
yeah.
ball in the way.
Okay, because he reached a shot that I didn't think he'd be able to, and he just made it look like no problem.
Yeah, if he goes as thin as possible, he goes to the bottom side of the 6 ball, and if he cuts it a little bit thicker, I guess he'd go to the left of the 3 ball. Gonna miss the 3 ball, so I think he's gonna go below the 6 ball.
Yeah, he just comes straight down. Just like this, right over to there.
Watch your
Easy.
speed.
Oh, that's too
Again,
hard.
the
He's
speed.
okay. He just follows the ball to the corner.
The speed on the end rail is it's faster coming off the end rail versus the head rail, the other rail. The speed off the head rail is faster than the foot rail. He's just sliding this corner. Yeah.
Not so straight. He would have liked that to probably stop 8 inches to the left of where it's at now. Give him a little steeper angle to come straight down for this ball. He's going to have to go forward 2 rails.
And miss
And
this
out.
6 ball. The 4 to the 5 looks to be the tough part of this rack. Everything's been actually a little bit difficult. He's just slightly on the wrong side here, too.
Just a hair on the wrong side. He come
Forward here?
I think so. He just might go forward. He's going forward with the right hand, so he goes to the rail and comes over by the 9. Oh, he went forward all the way.
All the way. Looked like he's right, and the 9 is all kinds of
exactly.
in play. Yeah, he's not going to like that. Yeah, there's the hand flip. The hand flip.
Minus a finger.
It looked like he aimed to the left, but it didn't seem like it was going to the left. With left-hand English.
Yep.
Playing the 5 ball. Could hear him in the background.
Oh, he's going to jump this, huh?
Jump the 9's only got about a half ball of jump, so it seems like he's supposed to be, on other tables favored to actually make this ball.
He jumped over the 5.
Good hit. Well, jumped right over the 5. His jump cue is so good. I mean, he was just trying to half ball jump, and he jumped over the 5 easily.
That ball was in the air for a long time.
Long time. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, the 4 to the 5 was the tricky part, and
it's not
did
tricky.
not work out.
It's not tricky anymore, not for Ronnie.
No, that's right.
So this 5 to the 6 goes pretty good, and guess what? The 6 to the 7 is easier, and then so on and so on, so forth.
Well, he played for cross the position here. Unless he's going to slide down and play the 8 ball in the lower left.
I think that's where I'd go with this, and I think he will too.
Yeah.
Kill it.
Oh, I like that position.
See, just draw this straight back, and he goes right about where it just passes where his hand is. Yeah. Yep. And hello.
Oop.
Now see, this I don't like because he can't help but leave the cue ball close to the rail.
Yeah, he put it in front of the pocket then.
Yeah, exactly. I was about that. Perfect. Good call.
Stop the ball. No, he did
came
punch
down
it forward.
and he got it off the rail a little bit. That was a good shot.
Yeah, he had a little bit more of an angle. But if he didn't have an angle, I think he would have stopped or drawn it back an inch or two to make sure he was in front of that pocket. Give yourself a little all the ball to look at.
That was a good shot, the way he stunned that over off the rail. He came out and got the cue ball off the rail. I thought he was going to have to leave it on the rail, and I think most of you out there would have probably played it the same way, to leave it on the rail so you don't miss the ball. But he gave it a little oomph to get it off. Yeah,
wasn't afraid of missing it.
Not at all. Good shot.
6 to 5. We're still we're back on serve. We've been on serve.
The whole match through. Has there ever been a 2-game lead? Was there a 2-game lead?
I believe there was 3 to 1.
I think there was, yeah.
Yeah, 3 to 1.
Yep.
When Max
and
won
then
his
Max
second game.
came back and won the next 2 games and got tied it up.
Max hit the balls pretty hard last time, so I suspect that's the direction he's going to go for the rest of this match. Ball in the side pocket. Oh, he got kicked down table.
And
that cue ball
behind
was,
the 8, yeah.
Cue ball was sitting in the center of the table, just happily squatting.
You know, these cue balls on the breaks are like punching bags. They get hit by all the other balls. Boom, boom, boom. They keep getting hit. Quite a few of these players are stopping them, getting that cue ball stopped up on top, in the middle, but they get
Got to push out here to the
pushed out.
bottom right, I think. If he pushes to the left, it seems like Ronnie has a lot of options here. Where do you like to push here, George?
Well, you know, I would just go ahead and challenge Ronnie to push it over by right where his cue is, right between the cue ball where it presently is and the 10 ball against the rail. In other words, just above the center diamond.
And you give him the 1-6 1-7 combination.
I'll give him the 1-6. I would actually look to have him let me shoot that back. And
this is where he's pushing is where I'd push right here between the 9 and the 3.
I go ahead and challenge him to make the shot.
That's too deep. I think
you'll get this back.
You'll get this back if he throws it on the cushion. But yeah, that's the direction I would go.
That's
challenge
you like
the other
side?
pocket. Yeah, because now it's no longer the combination to a hanging ball.
Well, now he's going to play. You leave this, and Ronnie will probably take this. He'll bank the wall down by the 10 with the cue ball on the left side, using the 4-2-5 for cover. That's why I think I'd rather challenge
him and make the ball.
And if he gives it back to me, I'm going to shoot the billiard and make the 7 and leave the 1 ball in the up straight across. So if it's that easy for me, I know he's going to shoot it. So I guess it wouldn't be a good push, huh?
Here we
go. Well.
Let's see if he plays the safety like you said. No, the other way.
No, he went for it.
He went the other way. He almost caught the point and got. Okay.
He went for the safety, all right. That's a good shot.
Full ball jump. Do you call something here? Do you call the 7 ball?
Yes. Because you could jump this ball and actually draw
carry him in
the 7 ball.
It looks like that's what he's going to do, and he's calling the 7 already. All right, his last 2 jumps. One, he didn't jump anywhere, and the second one, he jumped too far. Jumped right over the ball he was trying to actually contact. Well, he hit it.
He tries coming back up.
Come back.
Is it going to come back far enough? Yes, it is. Straight in. Well, actually, he hit he made contact in such a way that he sold out, but he sold out so well that it's tough for position.
That's right.
He's straight in.
Straight in.
Well, looks like he might be able to manufacture an angle here and slide down towards the 2.
Looks like he's rearing back and firing.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is.
Right,
he's got to hit this 4 ball.
Yeah, he's going to hit it all right. Watch this. Ouch.
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 Right.
Just drew the cue ball 6 feet and 6 feet behind the ball.
Couldn't do it if you asked for it.
Yeah, no. A little softer or a little harder, he'd have been a happy camper, but he hit it in the right spot. He's calling. Is he pointing or calling the 2 ball?
Looks like he was calling the 2 ball.
In the opposite side pocket?
Yeah,
he's pointing it again.
Kick bank. Here we go. This would not count in bank pool. But we're not playing bank pool. It's the U.S. Open 10 ball championship. Kicking to bank the 2 ball. He'll probably laugh at the
And he hit the wrong side of it.
Yeah. You know, the tricky position here.
Tricky position. You have to make the ball before you get position. It's tricky, all right. Yeah, it looks like the 10 ball, he can't hit the right side of the deuce. He can hit it straight on, but I don't think he can hit the right side. And
as we see it.
Yeah, as from well, we can see on the monitor. Excuse me.
Yeah, well, he can see.
What
He'll hit the right side
else.
from his view. Just cross over the top.
Now he's going to try to cross it. Oh, he
can barely see this ball.
If he hits the bottom side of it, he's scratching. Possibly. No, he's okay.
Going over the top.
What
of
was
it.
he looking at on the right side of the rail?
Well, he's actually swinging at it.
Yep.
And not safe.
Not safe. What does Ronnie play here? What does Ronnie play? Does the 2-ball go in the left-hand corner? It looks like it does.
I think it does.
And if that's the case, he might be home free on this rack for a 2-game lead.
Pumping this.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like how matter-of-factly he walked away from that
absolutely.
ball and just chalked his cue and walked to the next shot. Like, what'd you expect, dude?
Well, he's got to leave that 4-ball there. I guess I'd be shocked if he doesn't get out here. That ball did something funny, but it went in. Just a little bit of funny movement there. Like to see that shot again.
Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward roadmap the last 5 balls were. And this one's no different. This might be one of my favorite shots in life for the money. That shot right there.
Well, we've stretched out the lead to 7-5.
We're at Griff's Bar and Billiards in Las Vegas, Nevada. On the corner of Decatur and Twain. Get your buns down here. We have a 9 p.m. match that's going to be the War of the Warriors. Ernesto Dominguez versus the Warrior, Warren Kiamco, coming right up. You can stay and watch it at home, but if you're within a 15, 20-minute drive,
You should be here.
you should be in your car right about now.
All right, 7-5, Ronnie Alcano leading Max Eberle. Ronnie's been hitting him pretty good on the break.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That might be close to
Oh.
a 25-mile-an-hour break.
I know one thing, that cue ball almost went in drink.
Oh, yeah. I'd ask you what kept it out, but you'll probably be a smart aleck and say the rails.
The corner.
The corner.
He's actually hitting them too hard, George, I think, because this is yet another break where, like,
All
more
the balls
balls are up table.
Yeah. And then if he shoots it down to the side pot, shoots to the side pot. You know, his cue ball looks like it comes right between the 8 and the 10.
And if as long as it comes back up
It's really close.
It's
He
close.
probably, I think he hits the left side of the 8. It looks real close.
Yeah, and if he misses the 8, it probably hits the 10 ball on the way back.
Yeah, if he well, he should be okay if that happens, unless he doesn't hit it full and it slides over behind the 3-7. Or it all depends on his speed.
In the side pocket, he's
He called the side, so is he going to come between? Let's see if he comes between them. Comes
right
straight back up
between
again.
the 8 and the 10. Here we go.
Yeah, let's see.
Or he runs into one of these balls. The other side of the 8.
Well, he overcut it. He overcut it.
Overcut it.
And he still hit the 8.
Yeah.
Wow. So I guess I was off on my estimations. That's all. That's good.
Well, from up here,
Yeah.
the angles are just completely confusing.
Well, you know, the one great thing, the first thing when Stephen told us that we were doing the commentary from the monitor, basically, he says, but we got you a new monitor so you can see the color of the balls better.
There you go.
My complaint was that I don't see the color of the balls well,
Yeah.
you know, from on the monitor. But these have shown up real good, and I don't think I've confused them too much. Not as much as I have in the past.
No, no.
I'm patting myself on the back, folks. I'm just surprised that this is working as well as for us. It's working as well as it is, and hopefully for you guys, we're calling the shots halfway decent.
So it looks like from here, maybe thin off the left side of the 1 ball and go right into the 8 ball. 1 ball goes up table towards the 6. Oh, he's actually playing this ball. And now, yeah, so he was trying to use that 8 ball to kind of hold that cue ball, but got a little bit unfortunate. Cue ball double kissed it back. Tough shot. Got a lot of balls in the way once if he cuts this ball.
Oh, he's cutting it to the corner.
Yeah, cue ball back and forth there.
He might hit it with speed and go back. He did. Yeah. He hit it beautifully.
Beautiful. Straight
Those
in.
shots are so pretty when they're hit like that.
Right.
Yeah, he's straight in.
Straight in.
It's coming straight back.
Looks like
What's he going to do with the 3? It's going to be a tough cut to the side. I don't think he goes to the corner past the 9.
Well, he's hitting high here, so what's he trying to do? Get
Play
it on the other side?
Yeah, there
playing
you go.
off the 8 ball? That's
That's
pretty
what he's going to do with
shot.
the 3.
Pretty shot.
For those of you that ask, what's he going to do with the 3? There's your
There's
answer.
your answer.
Yeah.
Never a doubt, apparently.
Oh, I knew he was going to do something
He was
with it.
gonna
I
do
just
something
didn't
with
know
3.
what.
The 3 ball was next, and he was going to do
That's
something
right.
with it.
That's one of my first clues. You know, when I call shots,
What's
is, what's the next
what's
ball?
the next ball?
What comes after 4?
Let's just stay with some kind of angle on this 6 ball.
Just enough.
Then you want almost straight in on the 7 ball.
Yes, you just want to come back. And if he gets on the wrong side, or if he gets straight in, he can always shoot the 8 ball in the lower corner pocket.
Pretty good here. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, he lost a stroke there.
No.
Oh boy, oh boy.
He decelerated to hit to hold it
Decelerated.
there. Yeah. And he'll hold right there. Yes. Oh. That hit pretty high up,
Pretty
folks,
high.
and still went in.
And that one also, I believe, hit the cushion pretty high. But
And that one didn't go far enough, but he'll be okay with this, I think. It's a tough
you would
shot.
hope so. He's in. Stretching the lead.
Who's on the hill?
8-5 on the hill.
Max Eberle. He's fighting for his life. He can't afford to lose a game. Good thing is, this is on the winner's side. Second round match of the winner's side. And Max cannot afford to lose a game anymore. His man is at the top of the key. About to drive the lane for a dunk.
All right, Max up against it. 8-5, Ronnie Alcano.
'18 10-ball championships, U.S. Open 10-ball championships.
Oh, he's switching right down the middle.
Today was the first day of the BCA
Pool
PL
League
World Championships. USAPL National Championships. Get down to the Rio. There's a free shuttle every hour to get to Griff's.
Well, Max made a ball, but can't see the one. So he probably push out probably to the right side where he's looking, because that's the only place you can actually see this 1 ball. Lower right quadrant, leaving a shot between the 8 and the 9.
Good night. Mark Griffin stepping out of the room. He's going home. He says, it's been a long day. That Calcutta that I ran last night kept me up pretty late. And I've worked hard today selling pool tables and things like that. So
Mark giving up the reins to CSI.
oh, that's quite a big announcement, wasn't it?
Concentrating on the pool hall.
The big Oz is the boss.
Ozzie Reynolds, CEO of CSI. CueSports International.
Mark's too involved to stay out of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
too
yeah.
involved. He'll be on the scene.
All right,
But
so here's the push out here, and I think that Ronnie is just going to go ahead and play an easy safe.
Describe an easy safe for me.
Well,
I
just
don't see an
sort of
easy
just hit
safe.
it, leave it there, and the cube won't come down table behind a bunch of balls.
Behind
so
the 8, like that.
There's
That's
a whole
an
bunch
easy
of balls.
safe.
A whole bunch of balls.
The only thing about this easy safe is I think he has a window.
Oh, that'd be something if he had a window between
really?
4 balls.
Yeah.
No, he's looking at
The 8's out of play.
kicking. There you go. He's going to be kicking mirror kick.
Rail first, spinning up. Gosh, you know, as I see this shot, he could possibly make this ball.
He does have to spin it,
Mm-hmm.
but if he makes it, 2 balls in the middle of the table, 3 balls acts as some kind of bumper.
If he makes it, that ball comes around to where he's going to have position. He's going to go to the right side of the table, you know, and come over. That was a good shot. Real good shot.
And he's hooked him, I believe.
Yep. Ronnie has the same shot, only his goes towards the corner pocket. The cue ball goes towards the corner pocket. We're in Vegas, folks. Come out and play. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Well, he's looking at this like he can actually thin this ball, almost like banking it, but or two railing around it. Yeah, there it is.
Uh-oh, don't kiss
Don't
that.
kiss that.
Ooh.
Wow, that was close. And safe.
Yeah, it didn't leak. He used Loctite.
Well, he's got a 1 rail kick between
Yep.
the 10 and 9.
Yep. Probably try to kick it in the side, or will he? Yeah, I think he will. Yep, sure will.
Side pocket.
The good old 1 rail kick. This is a tough shot. It's a tough shot, but yet, as kicks go, you know, I don't want to call it an easy shot. It's a higher percentage shot.
I think so.
None of these are easy, but they're not so tough that you should be scared of them. Look how nice he hit this ball.
He hit it. But unfortunately,
When it
It's a
first left the
sellout.
rail, I
It
thought he
looked-
made it.
I
I
thought
thought he
too.
made it.
all right,
he's
Mr.
coming.
Alcano is shooting for the win here, so see if he gets out.
He says, let's close this match out.
Well, that's... He's on the wrong side here. If he's straight, he's got to be able to get back up to the 3, twirl it up to the 3. So
Mhm.
where is he here?
They-
Power draw.
Right in the corner pocket. If it reaches.
Yeah. Nope, it's not going to reach.
Really?
Yeah. Is he corner hooked?
It looks like it. The way he looked at it, though, I would say no.
He's still looking.
Griff's just made an announcement. They have 9-foot tables for rent. Come and play.
He is
Action.
indeed corner hooked.
So he's not happy?
No.
I wouldn't be either.
He's grabbing his jump cue from here, so he has to jump over the point or
Wow.
break cue to jump over the point.
Interesting. I don't think I've seen this done before. He's jumping over the point of the corner pocket.
Yeah.
Oh my, what a shot.
So there you go. Now you've seen it, George. Add it to the repertoire.
Well, there you go. That's right. Except I can't jump like that.
Me neither. Corner pocket or side pocket?
If I was going to shoot this, I think I would shoot this in the corner.
I think so too. I mean, the fact that he backed away from it, he was asking himself exactly the same question: corner pocket or side pocket?
The question here is, what speed do I use? if you just use right hand center, you'll go 3 rails for shape on the six. Well, the 6 ball's next. I'm playing shape on the 7. So you're natural. Let's see what he's playing. I'm not sure what he's playing here. If he's
Side
playing in the
pocket.
side or in the corner. Awful small pocket in the side.
Yeah.
He's playing
Or
safe.
just play safe.
He's playing safe. That's a pretty smart shot, folks. That's a pretty smart shot.
That's a really smart shot from
Yeah.
there because he could have
Sure
gone
is.
for the corner pocket. He had a shot available to it, but he didn't even
Sure.
really. He went high percentage, which.
He had a makeable shot, and he stiffed the ball. He stunned the ball real nice behind the 7, and got a very good safety. This is a good percentage ball to hit 2 rails.
2
He's
rails,
probably shooting
right?
at 1, but I like it 2 because you might. Well,
I like it too, also, because if you try to hit 1, you're bound to go around this.
it's a
ball.
smaller ball. This is a much bigger ball if you go 2 rails.
Go 2 rails, yeah.
He's going right at it, trying to make it. I don't know if he called it. Did he call it? Has he called anything? I haven't seen any kind of a call.
See it right around it.
Yep.
And I mean, I think you're right. It looked like he was going to try to attack going straight at it,
Yeah.
but it just didn't. It looked
Well,
like.
he's got 6 balls to win his first match, or win his win this match. Neither player played before. They both had buys, I believe.
Okay.
I might be wrong. Let me take a look.
You take a look, and this rack lays pretty well because of the way the 9, 10 are spaced. The 7 leads to the 8 very well, so expect him to get out here.
I'll take a look while Freddie calls it. How's that? Where are they on the bracket? Ronnie Alcano.
They're down below.
On the bottom?
I don't
Yeah,
think
they
so.
are. Here they are right here. Max Eberle defeated Tommy Nahar,
Oh, yes.
and Ronnie Alcano had a bye.
He's come up a little short here, but really shouldn't be any kind of problem.
We have some other matches which we don't know how they ended up. Ian Costello versus Jeffrey DeLuna.
And he killed himself off the cushion. Again, off the end rail is much shorter
Oh,
than, and now instead of saying
a straight in
hanger,
shot
this
and
is-
concession, he has to shoot the shot. Huh?
exactly. And now he's playing for the bank. What
I
a-
like the bank here, and I like to kill that cue ball right on the bottom rail.
right on the bottom
Freeze it.
rail.
Oh, he doesn't. He likes to fire it.
What a shot.
Bank shot player.
Ronnie Alcano moves on in the winner's side, beating Max Eberle 9-5.
And Max Eberle floats over to the 1-loss side. Our 9 o'clock match in just a few minutes, half hour, will be Ernesto Dominguez versus the Warrior Warren Kiamco. Warren is fresh off of a win in Tempe, Arizona. And Ernesto is here to play.
So we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, everybody.